Hi friends, I hope you're all doing well. So I thought I will make a quick video on the complete theory related to the Belgium driving theory for the Category B license. So as you can see, I plan to cover this theory in 6 hours. So basically it takes usually 2 days to cover the full theory, and you have to sit in the class for to follow the theory. So what I have done is I have split the theory in these 5 lessons, as you can see here, and I'm expecting to complete all these videos, and you can follow those in 6 hours. All right. So what I want to know right now is basically how useful this would be for you. So what we will do is we will start with these topics. We have 5 topics here: intersections or junctions, speed, on the road, you and your car. This is all about technical, and then stopping and parking. So when we start with the intersections or the junctions, we take 2 topics here: priority at the junctions and some maneuvers like driving straight and turning. So basically when we start with priority, we will talk about the priority rules, general rules, what are the traffic signs, what are the traffic lights, who are authorized people, road markings at junctions, and then we will look at the traffic signs or the traffic boards related to priority at intersections. Then after that, we will move to the next topic in the same intersections. Here we will talk about driving movements, crossing, turning right, turning left, what you should take care of, who has priority, how do you turn right, left, maneuvers, how do you enter a roundabout, how do you exit a roundabout, and then we will talk about the overview of the traffic signs related to all these maneuvers. Once we complete intersections, next we will move to speed, and here we will talk about the adjusted speed, adapting your speed depending on the conditions. What are the speed limits? What are special zones, highways, and expressways and motorways? We will talk about overtaking, prohibitions, how do you merge into a highway, what is the braking distance, and then finally we will finish with an overview of traffic signs. And once, so we would have done the junctions and speed, and then we move on to the next topic, on the road. So here again we have 2 topics, on the road and traffic signs on the road, which is very important. So on the road, we need to understand what road users are, who a pedestrian is, who a driver is. We will then understand the parts of public road markings, how you should position your vehicle on the road, what do you do in case of accident, and then we will look at the traffic signs. And next we move to the traffic signs on the roads. So here we talk about the signs and the underboards, which are the blue plates, and then the different types of traffic signs. What are the warning signs, priority signs, mandatory signs, and prohibition signs? And we will also look at very briefly these stopping and parking signs and indication signs. And once we are done with this, we move to the technical part where we will talk about you and your car, like what are the safe driving practices, what about the documents required, how is what technical information you need to know about the vehicle, mobility and environment, traffic violations, very important. You might lose 5 marks here if you answer these questions incorrect. Overview of the traffic signs related to this topic. And in the end, we will cover the last topic, which is stopping and parking. Very important. Here we will talk about the definitions. What is parking? What is still standing? What is waiting? These are the differences we will try to understand. What are the parking prohibitions? What are the waiting prohibitions? And how do you leave your car behind? And then we will finish off with the overview of traffic signs. Overall, I'm looking at 6 hours to complete all this theory, all this entire theory. It will be a quick theory. So let me show you one slide where I will cover the topic on intersections. So basically this is one of the slide where we talk about traffic signs and road markings. So when we go through this theory, as you will see the progress. Like we are now here in this first section in intersections or junctions, and here we're talking about the road traffic signs and road markings. So as you see, in just one slide, you will cover everything about the traffic signs and road markings related to priority at intersections. So basically what I'm focusing on is to quickly provide you this information with least effort. So it should be a least effort for me. It should be a least effort for you. So I'm not looking at aesthetics here. I'm not looking at making the slide very fancy. I'm looking at how useful this slide would be and how quickly you can understand and absorb this information. Like we have here, like let me quickly take you through this slide quickly. So it talks about priority to the right, cross on a warning sign. So basically, as you see, this is a triangle, which means it's a warning triangle. So a warning triangle with a cross mark indicates crossroads. So always a warning triangle is a triangle. Always a warning triangle is in this shape with a red border. Okay, and here it's indicating a crossroad. And at a crossroad, by default, there is always priority from the right. And as you can see here in this warning triangle, all the lines, the cross lines, are of equal thickness, right? Which means everyone has equal priority here, which means the priority from right must be followed. And if I quickly move here to another triangle here, you can see this is also a warning triangle, but one line is thick and the other two lines are thin. So the line that is thick indicates who has priority at the next junction. So when you are traveling on this road, you always read the traffic boards from bottom to up or from left to right. We will talk about as we move through other topics here. So when you are reading from bottom to up, and if you continue driving at the next junction, there are two roads coming from the side, one from the right, another from the left. So at this junction, you have priority. That's what it indicates. Now, there are other yield priority. It's an inverted triangle and shark teeth. So basically these boards, inverted triangle, these are also called as shark teeth. Here again, so this indicates that you must give priority, okay? And it gives that you must give priority from the right as well as from the left. Vehicles coming from the right as well as vehicles coming from the left. So an inverted triangle or a shark teeth can have a, an additional plate, blue plate at the bottom, indicating where this applies. So in this case, this shark teeth applies at 300 meters. So when you are driving and when you see this board, you already know that 300 meters ahead, you will find this shark teeth, and there you must give priority. There's another if there is another blue plate which says stop at 300 meters, which means 300 meters ahead you will find not a shark teeth but a stop board. This is a stop board. And what's the difference between this stop priority board and this shark teeth? The only difference is, in this case, you must stop your vehicle and give priority. In this case, in inverted triangle, you can continue driving if it is safe. You must give priority, but if it is safe, you don't have to stop. But in this case, you must compulsorily stop even if there is no traffic. So that's the difference. Okay, so blue sub signs for distance stop, as we see here. Priority at the intersection, main road with side streets. That's what we explained here. Then there is a priority road, priority at all junctions. It's an orange diamond with the white border. So this is a special board, and just remember that think of this as a tunnel. The orange part here is a tunnel. So in a tunnel, you will not have roads coming from right or left. So you will keep driving and there are no intersections in a tunnel. So that's what this indicates, that you have priority at all the junctions. So when you see this board, unless there is a board that cancels out this rule, you can continue driving. At all the junctions you will have priority. Everyone else, all the side roads will either have the stop board or the shark teeth. Okay, and finally we come to this narrow passage road markings. As you see, narrow passage, two signs, one is give priority and second one is have priority. So when you're crossing a narrow road, let's say two vehicles cannot cross at the same time, there you will see these two signs put up. On one side there will be a sign, one of these signs will be there, on the other side there is the other sign. So if you see this sign, the opposite traffic will see this sign. If you see this sign, the opposite traffic will see this sign. So remember, whenever you see this round sign, round traffic sign, it means usually, and in most cases and in almost all the cases, a round board with a red border means prohibition. Prohibition means you must stop doing something. So if you see this sign, it means it's a prohibition for you, so you must stop or you must give priority to the other traffic. And when you see the blue board, it means that it is basically an information board. It doesn't prohibit you from anything. So when you see this board, blue board, you can be sure that you can continue driving, because from the opposite side, the other traffic will have this board. So they will give priority to you. So the idea is here to show you, the kind of topics we will cover. So just in a few minutes, we covered the traffic signs and road markings at a priority, and this is all you need for your exam. I would say 80 to 90% to 95% is what you need for the exam. And then if you continue following these videos, you will be prepared well to face the exam. So what I would like to see is, if you could let me know how useful this kind of lessons are for you. Just put your thoughts in the comments. Please share this video with all your friends, with everyone you know. So the more people I see who have interest in this, the quicker I will make these videos. So it takes time, but then I'm ready to invest that time if I see that there are a lot of people who are willing to follow these kind of lessons. All right, with that, I wish you good luck and have a nice rest of the day, weekend. Enjoy your time, and we'll see each other in the next videos. In the next video, I will complete the first lesson. So try to share these videos, and thank you so much. Bye.